So here's the most important stop in this whole journey, because this is the one thing that the entire promise rests on. We keep saying it, everybody can get to the front door. Everybody can own a home. You just have to know where you're standing at on the map. Okay, so let's actually find your dot on the map. Where is that little "you are here"? Now, don't worry, this is not a test. There's no wrong answers and nobody's grading you. We're just trying to figure out, are you in Gulf Shores, Alabama and you're a little closer to Florida? Or are you in California and we need to create a plan here? And here's the good news. There are really only 4 of them that determine where you're at on the map. Let's talk through those. First one, what's coming in? What's your income? What do you have to work with? Second one, what do you have saved or could save, even in just a little bit of time? The third one, what do you already own? What payments like car payments or credit cards? What are some things that are already on your plate each month? And the fourth one is what's your credit, which sounds scary, but that's just really a track record of your reputation with money. And that's it. Those are the 4 things that you need to understand to know your location on the map. And I need you to hear this next part because it's the whole heart of what my team believes. Wherever those 4 numbers put you is a perfectly good place to start your trip. Gulf Shores, which is right next to Florida, or St. Louis, which is going to require a little bit of a road trip. Nobody's too far from that front door. Some of you are going to find your coordinates and go, wait, I'm way closer than I thought. That happens pretty consistently. People have been sitting 3 exits from their destinations for years, just assuming it was a cross-country haul. And some of you are going to be a little further out, and that's completely okay too. Because knowing it means you can finally see the road instead of staring into the fog and guessing. A longer drive is still a drive with an arrival at the end of it. The difference between somebody who gets the keys to a home and somebody who doesn't is just knowing where they're at on the map and knowing what roads to take to get to their end destination. It's almost never about who was qualified enough. It's about who took 2 minutes to find their placement on the map instead of just assuming they were too far and never checked. The people who don't make it usually weren't too far away, they just never looked. So here's your homework, and it's easy. Get your rough coordinates in your head. What's your income? What's your savings? What do you pay every month? And what's your credit? And a ballpark is totally fine. The second we know where you're standing, the next question is the fun one. How much house can I afford, and can this trip actually get me? And to answer that, we're going to pull over and pick up our next friend and throw them in the car for the next part of this road trip. Are you ready? Let's roll. That's what we're going to be checking out in our next video in this series.